But as you sit here now, you know you handled that gun.
Yeah, the picture's just coming all out, and I'm like, he handed me the handgun, and I looked at it, and I handed it back.
And you didn't want to tell Tim and I that because he is your cousin, because you didn't know what this was all about?
I didn't have a clue.
You didn't have a clue what it was about?
About? Yeah.
And you certainly didn't want to believe when Tim and I were out there the first time that he could have been involved in any of this.
Didn't want to believe it, but...
And now, that's what the source of your anxiety is that, oh my gosh, I handled the gun that was involved in this stuff.
Probably, yeah. That's what I'm worried about.
When is the first time you talked to your wife about that?
That Sunday that I called you. You're wrong. And no, that's the question.
Quote, and I need to talk to you, end quote. And then you said, quote, I think I handled that gun, end quote.
Yeah, I think I handled it. But you know.
Well, I can tell you what is true. That gun killed Becky Bletch.
That's what I'm worried about.
Which is what is causing you anxiety 3 to 4 weeks ago?
Right.
So you know you handled that gun up to 3 or 4 weeks ago?
Right.
And then it started causing you great anxiety because you held the gun that killed Becky Bletch, and now you're in oh shit mode.
I can see where that's going.
And then you're going back, but I'm trying to understand why you're checking your calendar as to where you were.
I have nothing to hide. You know what? If I touch that gun, I mean, that's fine. But I had no part of Becky or anybody's with any of his ongoings, nothing. And this is just driving me nuts. So.
Do you get on your home computer at home?
Not often, no.
But you do sometimes get on your computer at home?
Yeah, it's...
All right. Have you looked up information about this investigation?
No.
Have you been following the media?
No.
Through your computer?
No.
Prior to us coming and talking to you, did you ever Google Becky Bletch or Jessica Haringa or any of these cases that we're looking at now?
Not that I recall, no.
So the source of your information for those cases would have been?
The news. The news.
Okay. When you say the news, you mean like print, online, watching, on TV, what?
Yeah, I mean on TV, 13 or Channel 8.
You ever got online and did any?
No.
Even though this was your cousin?
Right.
Well, I guess, part of the problem I have with the Bletch situation is now you're telling us your prints and your DNA are going to be on that gun.
I don't believe there's any more from you on that page, Council. Page 440?
Yep. So, DJ.
Yep.
You know what part of the county it was?
Was it Automobile Road?
Do you know on the road, off the road?
Nope.
Do you know what she was wearing at the time?
No.
Do you know how many times she was shot?
No.
What she was shot with?
No. Well, on the news it said 22 small caliber.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm asking you. Knowing from being told by another person, from a news report, from media, from anything, any information, right or wrong, or from what your information you've heard, what are you aware of? So you were told, or you heard somewhere, that she was shot with a small caliber gun, like a 22.
Right.
Any idea how many times she was shot?
No.
Any idea where she was shot?
No.
Never heard any of those details?
No.
And when you first heard about it, you heard about it through what news source?
The killing for Rebecca? It was after I got home, so either probably my wife, my kids, or the news.
You said something about marks. What do you remember about marks?
There are marks on her body or something.
And is that something you read or talked to somebody about?
I read that in either the Chronicle or heard on the news.
And I don't remember if we asked, did you know Becky Bletch?
We crossed each other's paths in the past. Cameron played soccer with her daughter.
Cameron?
My boy.
Played soccer with Becky's daughter.
Yeah. That was, Cameron was little, so he's 14. She was a nice lady.
And so the context in which you would have had contact with her was what?
Just picking up our kids at soccer practice. What's up? Oh, I'm sorry. $250.
What did you do to your cell phone on May 26th?
What do you mean?
Well, your cell phone looks like it had a reset on May 26th.
Yeah, I reset it.
Okay, and you reset it for what reason?
Just to clear out some of the data.
What data is it that you needed to clear out?
Well, of course, I had porn on there, but it was just one porn site, but...
Well, let's talk about that.
Okay.
So tell me what, May 26th, you decide what?
I just emptied it out.
And what did you do to reset your phone?
I don't remember. I just pushed a button and it said reset phone.
Did you do that yourself, or?
Yes.
You took it somewhere to have it done?
I did. What's the problem?
Well, you understand that you're appearing to be cooperative with us.
Right.
Knowing full well that you're handing us a phone that has been reset, so...
I reset it. I mean...
How did you go into your phone and know how to reset it?
You just go in and just push reset.
And have you done this before?
No.
So this is the first time you're going to reset your phone?
I believe so, yeah. Or maybe the second time.
And what prompted you to reset your phone?
Just to do it, you know. I didn't want to do anything with anything. I didn't want to do anything with anything anymore. And I just, you know.
You decide on May 26th of this year, you're no longer into porn, and you're
right.
You're going to reset your phone.
Right.
And what prompted you to make that decision?
I just to do it.
You understand why it's hard for me to follow that reasoning?
You know what? I just did it. I just did it.
Because you found out what?
Found out?
Well, I can tell you where I'm going with this.
Oh, with Jeff.
On May 25th, Jeff got charged with Becky Bletch's murder.
Right.
And on May 26th, you reset your phone.
Oh, you know what? I just did it.
Knowing full well that you had touched the gun.
I don't know for sure that I did, but okay, yeah.
Having a real good idea that you had your hands on the gun that killed Becky Bletch.
Yeah, but I didn't know.
But then you go in and dump your phone. Did you dump your home computers also?
We only have both my daughter's laptops.
Okay, so both your daughters have a laptop.
Right.
You don't have a home computer.
The older one's downstairs, but I don't think we've used it in quite a while.
Did you do anything to your computers?
No.
Did you get rid of any of your computers?
No.
Did you get rid of any digital devices, memory cards, recordings?
No.
Porn videos? Did you?
No, I didn't have any. No.
What type of porn was on your phone that you were concerned about?
Just adult porn.
Why would you be concerned about that?
I believe that concludes that page. I believe our next page is 258. 57? Okay, this portion. All right. In fact, all right.
You didn't reset your phone for what you just said. What's the truth?
I reset my phone.
Okay, but what's the truth for why you did that?
There was porn on it.
You're not hearing what I'm saying. We're not done.
Uh-huh.
What's going on?
That's exactly there was porn on it. And I've done it in the past, though. There was regular porn on there. That was it. I had regular porn on there, and I didn't want to get caught with it.
By who?
Anybody. I didn't do anything wrong.
Who were you worried about being caught by?
Anybody. My wife, my kids.
And how long have you had a porn problem? Your whole life?
No. You know what?
About it, because the only thing that's going to help you here is the truth.
Right. All I had was regular porn on there. I'm serious. That's all I had on there, okay?
Well, what's the connection to Jeff then? I mean, what?
I don't want to be any part of him. That's why I did it.
But why?
I said, you know what? Reset it. That's it.
What does having a porn site an adult porn site on your phone have any connection to Jeff? What's the connection there?
Right.
There's no connection.
I didn't want to be part of it at all. Well, I just reset it. I just told you everything. That's all I know, and that's the only thing that I was worried about is this. You know what? That's it. That's all I have.
Did your wife know about your porn?
My porn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she told me to get rid of it.
7 or 8 years ago?
Yeah, I've gotten rid of it in the past, yeah.
Does she know? Did you have discussions with her recently about wiping your phone?
No, I told her, yeah, it's all done with. I said I'm done with porn.
When was that?
About 2-3 weeks ago.
2-3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
You had a discussion with your wife about being done with porn.
Right. I said, you know what? I don't want to do anything with that again. I don't want to do anything with Jeff. I said, you know what? If this is ridiculous, he was up to, and I knew it.
And did she know at the time that you had porn, like 2 or 3 weeks ago? Did you have a discussion with your wife about you having porn? Does she know that? I mean, because...
Yeah.
You get when we leave here, I get to interview her still.
Yeah.
So I want to know what she knows.
She knew I had porn in the past, and then I got rid of it. Mm-hmm. And I told her I got rid of it.
Does she know you dumped your phone 2-3 weeks ago, the 26th?
I told her I got rid of all the porn on there, and I told my oldest daughter, too. I said, you know what? It's ridiculous. People shouldn't be doing that shit. And that's the entire truth. I don't have any more information right here, right there.
Okay, so...
Yes, page 265? 565?
Correct.
All right.
Okay, so what is it what is it that you think is making you? What is it that's making your mind change?
You know what? When I first met her in the soccer, I thought she was a beautiful lady.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And I looked her up on Facebook and stuff like that, but I would never hurt her.
Okay. And I don't think I agree with this. I'm giving you from here to here, okay?
Right. I wouldn't hurt her. I wouldn't kill anybody.
Okay.
And I'm the most honest guy in the world and wouldn't kill her.
Okay. You looked her up on Facebook.
Yeah.
After you met her, and when was that?
It had been, Cameron is 14 now. That was 08. So that's, 6 years ago? He was 6.
No, it's U8.
U8. It is U8. I'm sorry. My apologies. Let me reread that line. It had been, Cameron is 14 now. That was U8. So that's 6 years ago? He was U6, U8. Okay.
So 6 years ago, you met Becky Bletch. You thought that she was an attractive woman.
But I never hit on her. We were just friends.
When you looked her up on Facebook, did you friend her on Facebook?
I don't remember. Yeah, I think so. I think she was on there, but...
Did you correspond with her after you friended her on Facebook?
I never friended her.
Okay.
We just talked at the soccer games. That's it. Page 596. You know what? When Cameron stopped playing soccer when the season was over, Yeah, you know, a season's about how long, all right? She was a very beautiful girl, all right? And when the season was over, the only time I ever saw her was once in a great while, I think at school. And, you know, I'd say hi, or, you know, I'd see her from a distance, and she'd go like that and wave. But other than that, I never, ever.
Okay, so during the soccer season, that's when you first go on Facebook and look.
Yeah.
To see who she is.
And then after she died, I was so shocked.
Okay.
That I went and read the prayers that.
Did you add her as a friend when you went on Facebook? I guess I wasn't clear on that.
No, I don't think I did. No.
Okay.
No.
So how many times did you go back and look at her profile?
Just to see how every time, you know, like a news thing would come up, to see what's new, because I really wanted.
No, I mean before that, before she died, how many times after you visited, after you went to her profile one time?
A few times.
More than just a few, or was it once a week, or
no
look for new pictures, or?
No. I mean, yeah, she was a pretty girl.
Yeah, I heard. A lot of people thought she was a pretty girl.
Very attractive, but I wouldn't kill her.
Yeah, it's just hard for me to believe. I mean,
620.
I'm just trying to come up with why you had your factory reset on your phone.
I was afraid of the porn and all the pictures that I had on it, including I saved Rebecca's picture on there.
You saved Rebecca's pictures on there?
Right.
How many pictures of Rebecca? I mean, you're going on Facebook to look at multiple pictures to see if she's updated?
Right. Maybe 4, 5, 6 of them.
Okay.
I mean, I would say no more than 10. That was after she passed.
So you easily had them on your phone accessible?
Right.
But what else was on your phone that had you erase everything?
Just all the pictures.
So mainly the pictures of Rebecca?
Yeah. Page 104. What?
Then he tells you 2 years ago that he killed Becky Bletch and that you still continue to stop by there. And he still trusts you enough to hand you the gun that he used?
Because he wanted me to get rid of it. I told him no. I handed it back.
So you're saying now that he wanted you to get rid of the gun that he used to kill Becky Bletch?
I didn't want anything to do with it.
What do you think precipitated him to go meet with you that day
He didn't meet. I pulled up just to say hi.
You were afraid of him and that you still go pull up?
Yeah, I don't know why. He asked me to get rid of it, and I handed it back, and I said, no, I'm leaving, and I left.
2 years later, that's quite a huge gap between the time he said...
I don't know what the hell he did.
He didn't need you to get rid of it. He could have thrown it in any lake or river out there, exactly, broken into pieces. He could have tossed it in a lake, tossed it in a river, tossed it anywhere. He doesn't need you to get rid of a gun for him.
Then why did he ask me?
Because you were there.
He's trying to set me up. And I said, no, I handed it back. He killed those people.
He wouldn't want...
He killed those people.
He wouldn't want to ask you. He wouldn't want to ask you because he knows you work for MDOC, okay? He knows you're a firearms instructor. You're a firearms instructor. He's not going to hand you a gun and tell you to get rid of it. You're a state of Michigan employee. So why are you trying to feed us this? You're a state of Michigan employee working for the Michigan Department of Corrections. You'd be the last person he'd go to. You know what I'm saying?
Hand me the gun before I left.
Because he trusts you.
Did he want me to keep it for him?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
He told me to get rid of it.
Earlier, you told me he wanted to know how to clean it.
Yeah, I'm such a...
That's a lie.
You know what? I'm tired right now, and I don't care anymore.
So you were describing this farmhouse. What are you talking about there?
I thought it was that one that sits up on the paved road just before Bard.
Why would you think that?
I don't know.
Well, before you said because there was some type of vehicle or camper for sale, and you drove by there, and you thought you had seen it?
Yeah, that was that was after the murder.
Okay, that's not what you told us before.
No, I thought she was killed on the paved part, and that was her house down the road from her house. I didn't know she lived on the dirt road.
How did you know she lived in an automobile at all?
She told me back when we were friends.
Okay.
In 2008, we talked, but I mean, she was just a nice person.
So, how did he pull off the whole lasso trick and driving and tripping her and tackling her? I mean, that's a lot.
I don't know how he did it. I wasn't there.
Was he parked in the roadway when he did this?
He said he pulled up and tried to talk to her.
Pulled up in the road?
He said he threw the rope over her and took off and she fell. He got out and she screamed. I don't know what he was saying, that she screamed and took off. He tried to take off and he shot her.
How did he get her up to the van that close? What did he say to her?
I don't know.
You were starting to tell us the conversation earlier.
I don't know. I don't know what he said, but I'm serious. I don't know what he said to her to get her to the vehicle.
And somehow he's driving, he lassos her, and he said it falls down to her legs or her ankle.
Got out.
How did that work?
I don't know. She was able to get out of it, I guess.
Is that when he was with Jessica?
I don't know. He had Jessica, he said, but
Why would he try the lasso trick with Becky?
He tried to put it around her, and it fell down too far.
Like around her neck?
Yeah.
Was she fighting it off, and that's why she fell?
I think so, but I wasn't there.
You've taken us to where we're at this far now.
Right.
Because I don't know what to tell you other than the fact that we're about ready to leave, okay? And listen, you've painted yourself up against a corner, which, I don't know.
Never. Nothing, none of it ever happened. Page 70?
Yes.
I touched the gun, okay? I've never been in any trouble in my entire life. No, that concludes the exhibit.